Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. I'm Tara with Piece of Tara Artistry. So today I'm going to be doing a bloom blowout for you. That is my pouring medium for my paints, the Valspar Deep Base C on high gloss. It's untinted, as well as the Bear Dynasty Deep Base 3653. It is a semi-gloss and it is also untinted. And I am going, and that's what is in those bottles. So I've already mixed up my paints. These are actually paints that I had mixed up quite a while ago, and they were pretty thick. So I just wanted to share with you how I do thin down my paints when they are too thick. I will either use the Valspar medium to thin it down, but when it's this thick, I usually get out the high flow medium from Golden. It is a great product. It's got binders in it, so you don't have to worry about watering down your paint and then getting flocculation. So I just added in a squirt at a time, and you'll see I'm not really scraping the top part of my cups here because I had it is older paint. It's been sitting a little while and I didn't want to get goobers in my paints. So I'm looking for a 2.5 to 3 second trace. So when I swirl the paint like that and watch it sink, I'm looking for that 2.5 to 3 second trace. And as you can see, it is definitely taking longer than that. And so I am going to add in a little bit more. Again, I just do a little bit at a time because I don't want to over thin them. So just taking and mixing each time, being careful not to scrape that top edge where the dried paint is. But really still trying to incorporate the paint, the high flow into these paints. So let's see how it's going here. I think I do one more try at the high flow because I believe it is still a little too thick. So I'm looking for that trace, and you'll see me kind of looking like I'm talking to the screen, which I am. This video is actually a condensed video of a video I put out on my Patreon page. I did a very in-depth tutorial for my Patreons. It was about 45 minutes worth of me completely talking through my process, giving hints on how I mix my paints, how I thin them down, what exactly I'm looking for in my consistencies, and how even to use the hair dryer. Again, this is kind of condensed down, and actually this was the challenge that I gave my Patreons this month, was to do a bloom blowout on a colored base using a hair dryer. So these are my paints that I'm using. I'll come back to that in a minute, but these are my paints. These are all Tri-Art liquids. So the Tri-Art Quinacridone Magenta Liquid, Tri-Art Naphthol Orange, the Naphthol Red Medium, the Phthalo Turquoise, and then I use TLP Algae as my pigment. My base that I'm using here is the, I believe it's Anchors Away from Color to Go. It is probably one of my favorites, and I use it usually when I'm doing a color base because I really like it. But I usually will flatten that all out because I have a very dry studio. So I make sure that I put down a layer first so it doesn't have time to dry. And there was a big goober in that. Sometimes in the color to go containers, if they've been sitting for a little bit, they will create goobers. So just be careful of that. So now I'm going to start laying down my paints. This is the TLP algae, and I use that one first because of the color contrast, that light on the dark. And that algae, it goes on a little bit like a light blue, and once it's dry, it kind of shifts to a green. It's actually really, really pretty. So this is the phthalo turquoise that I'm adding in next. And you'll see me covering my paints after each time I scoop out the paint, and that's because I don't want them to thicken up with the air. So I make sure that as soon as I am done using it, I will cover it up. So that is the naphthol, I believe that's how you say it, orange. It's a really pretty orange, very vibrant color. And then this is the naphthol red medium, another beautiful color. This is a very interesting color choices for me. It's not one that I normally use, but I had all of these paints mixed up already. So, and I put the challenge out to my Patreons and wanted to give them some in-depth tutorial because that was going to be their challenge for the month. So in this video, I'm going to share with you their photos of their finished pieces, and I'm going to need your guys' help in choosing which one is the winner, and they'll get a little goodie box. And that's the magenta, quinacridone magenta liquid. So all of these can be bought at Fluid Art Co. All the paints that I'm using today, except for the base coat of the color to go, that's Sherwin-Williams. So I got my skewer out. I'm seeing that there's some air bubbles here popping through. You don't want to torch house paint. So, and then this is my hair dryer. I like the MHU. My cell activator is Aussie Floetrol mixed 3-to-1 with the, I believe that's Payne's Gray. So this is our first one, Bettina, second, Tondra. Next up is Dave from Dave's Acrylic Creations. He actually has this creation video on his YouTube channel. Izzy of Izzy K Artisan Creations, also YouTube. Nikki R, and then there's Crystal W. So in the comments below, go ahead and let me know which one you guys like the best, and that person will get a little goodie bag or goodie box sent to them. So this is this hair dryer that I'm using. I'm using the concentrator on there, and if you have never done a bloom blowout and you're looking for an easy way to start, definitely this hair dryer. It's from Amazon. It's really inexpensive. It's I believe it's like $17 or $18 on Amazon, and it with the concentrator, you can move your paints pretty easily on low. You have to get kind of close to the paint, but I just use it on low. And you can see it's not flinging the paint. You do have to get kind of close to the paint, but if your paints are fluid enough, they should move without any problem. And so this is a little bit easier technique to do than with the concentrator off. You kind of have to come at the cell activator and the paint at an angle. It's a little bit more difficult of a process, and if you're just starting out with a hair dryer, this is the easier route to go. But if I don't have a concentrator on, I have to use it on high. So that is blown out with a concentrator on low, and then I tape that cool shot down. So now I'm just going to spin this out, and you're just going to see me. I spin, and I've cut out in between the spins because I sit, I look, I am talking to the camera about just different nuances that I see, things that I want to take off, things that I don't like. So for your sake and for the fact that I don't really want you guys to be stuck watching this for 40 minutes, I am cutting a lot of that out. But yeah, I'm seeing things as I spin that I don't like. And I also noticed that my paint, because I spread that base paint out ahead of time, I didn't put on a big pillow. And so my paint is having a tough time getting all the way to the edges and off of the canvas. So I did go ahead and I added in a little bit more paint around the edges so that when I spin, it will move off a little bit easier. And then you're going to see me also go ahead and start tilting it because I just was not a fan of the composition. You'll see me there. I'm just seeing where my paint is, if I've gotten enough paint off of that center, because you want to get enough off so where it dries well and it doesn't crack on you. So in case you guys haven't heard, I will be doing a Deer Lake retreat. It's near Spokane, Washington. It's an all-inclusive event. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below for you to take a look at. It's May 23rd through 26th, so it's a long weekend. A lot of people have that weekend off. It's Memorial Day weekend. So if you are interested in learning directly from me at an all-inclusive retreat with, it's small, it's intimate, and you'll get a lot of individual attention, which is really nice with these retreats. So go check that out in the description box, and I'd love to see you there. So now stay tuned for the wet results and dry results, and don't forget to go into the comments and first of all, like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and then vote for which one of my Patreons you liked their piece the most so that they will get a little goodie bag. And another thing that I really enjoyed about this is as I stretched it out more, the colors became more vibrant and those cells started to stretch out. So I liked that as well. So I'm going to let you watch, guys. Thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next one.